Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the New England Sports Center for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Girls Varsity Co-op Hockey. As today, the 7-6-1 Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op Pillars take on 2-13-1 East Bridgewater in a non-league matchup. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne just getting off a very exciting win this past Saturday, a buzzer-beating goal in overtime to win it, courtesy of Laura Jean, and they're looking to get back in the win column here today. We're just about ready for the intro of the national anthem, so without further ado, let's send it down to ringside.
Good afternoon, everyone. Everybody please rise and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it, the national anthem, and we are just about ready to get going here today. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on the call. John Ritz on camera. And as I mentioned, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne, they are 7-6-1. East-West Bridgewater Co-op, they're 2-13-1. And Hopkinton DS just getting off a fantastic win this past Saturday against Ashland. It was a game that they were trailing late, ended up tying it in the last second of the third period, about 8 seconds left, and then went into overtime, and with 2.7 seconds left, it was Laura Jean putting it in to give Hopkinton Dover Sherborne the win. And they are hoping for another win here today. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne in their white jerseys will work left to right across your screen for this first period, as it is Jean and Concannon in the face-off circle. And we are underway. Trying to push it up the far side is Caitlin Gahn. And now into Hiller territory we go. Along the near side, sent out. And then McPherson gets a hold of it along the far side. Here she comes, driving up the ice with authority. Around a defender, takes the shot. Turned away, puck loose out in front. And it looks like we'll get a net dislodged stopper here. And we'll have a face-off 30 seconds in. So good pressure by Hopkinton DS early on, creating the pandemonium in front of the net. A battle for it along the near side now. Jean takes it, leaves it behind to Callie Arthur. Along the boards. Into Bridgewater territory. Hiller's in the midst of a change. Along the near side. Into Hiller territory, handled by Lumnicki. She'll send it along the far side. Sent over to Lumnicki. Works it up into Bridgewater territory. And tripped up along the end boards there is Beeler. Beeler sends it out over to the left circle. Over to the near side we go now. Intercepted by Beeler. She sent it far side, no one there. Hiller's quick to close in on Rachel Spooner, who was trying to take it up the boards. Cholera looking to send it back into Bridgewater territory. Pops it over to Kelly. Catherine Kelly, otherwise known as KK, sends it up. Along the far side. Some back and forth here. Yeah, it's a busy week for this Hopkinton Dover Sherborne team, so you're going to see a lot of line changes and trying to give some of the starters a little bit of rest time in this game if things go well, of course. Whitman takes a shot, punched away by Coito. A shot right on target by Whitman. McPherson with it now. Here she comes. McPherson racing in, trying to split the defenders. Along the near side, Arthur. Arthur wrists it into Bridgewater territory. Bridgewater coming up the far side now. In Hiller territory, dug out from the corner. McPherson trying to take it. Sends it up. Hiller's looking to close in. That's Jean. Jean lost the puck in her skates for a second. Puck squirts out. Now Bridgewater looking for a breakaway. This is Concannon. And she'll wrist one towards the net. Turned away. Here comes Bridgewater once again. Into the left circle, backhander turned away by Coito. Staying with it is Spooner. It's taken back by the Hillers. So this Bridgewater team finding ways to get a little bit of pressure going as well. Along the far side, sent to the end boards by Maddie Barroso. And the goaltender trying to scoop up the puck there, got away from her. There's a wrister, and that deflects wide. It's Emily LaValle in net, the junior for East Bridgewater, and of course Emily Coito for the Hillers. The 8th grade sensation. She had a lot of great saves in that Ashland win. Trying to sneak it through is KK. Along the near side now, Concannon. Concannon approaching, leaves it behind. There's a shot, turned away off the rebound, and it's covered up. Good save by Coito. Well, both teams finding ways to get a little bit of pressure going in this first period. Puck deflects into Bridgewater territory. Handling it back ice, Caitlin Kelly. Battle for it along the end boards. At the intermissions today, you'll get to see some of the great highlights from last week. Some unbelievable finishes. Of course, you had the girls' hockey finish we mentioned against Ashland, but on Friday, this past Friday, what a finish in the boys' basketball game. A buzzer beater 3 by Mitch Simulus to give the Hillers the win over Norwood. You'll get to see those highlights and everything, all the excitement from last week at the intermission, so certainly stick around during the breaks. Sent out in front of the net. And Jean getting in there. She's lucky, Bridgewater lucky they didn't get an interference call there. Arthur sends it towards the net. Deflected towards the end boards. Back to Arthur. Swing and a miss there. Puck is loose. Battle for it. Handled by Kelly. Pass over to KK. Trying to sneak it through. Here's Beeler. Leaves it over. Taking it around now. Barroso. Around the net she goes. Trying to look for a gap to sneak a shot in. Beeler now. And there's a shot that's deflected off a defender by Barroso. Hiller's battling hard. Barroso with a shot turned away. And a secondary shot deflected away. That was off the stick of Lumnicki. And it's going to be covered up. He's trying to sneak it in there was Barroso. Good pressure by the Hillers as they'll change up their line. We get a face-off at 8:32 left to go in the first period. Along the near side, Arthur setting it down. McPherson coming out of the corner with it, gets it over to Jean. Jean contested. Sent back up from the blue line by Gaughan. And now here's McPherson putting on the moves into the right circle. Out in front, and it's wrapped up. Good save there by Love Valley. Hillers led by head coach Ron Chin. Bridgewater led by head coach Jim Kreitz. Along the end boards. Coming out with it, McPherson, wrister, and she pops it in. And the Hillers get the first score. 7:54 left to go, and the Hillers on the board. They lead it 1-0. A beauty of a shot by McPherson. She got the puck in front of the net, put on a move to get by a defender, and slips it in. Along the far side, backhanded up the ice by KK. Kelly sends it out, no one there. Lumnicki tracking it, Barroso tracking it down. Barroso sends it over. That shot attempt by Gaughan deflected. Well, that was the 21st goal of the season for McPherson. She is well in the team lead. Out in front, and Bridgewater trying to come away with it. Sent into the neutral zone. Along the far side, Gaughan battling it out, works it up to Beeler. Beeler looking to close in, gets it over. Shot attempt by Kelly, deflected. Along the right circle, Barroso sends it out in front of the net. Battle for it along the far side boards now. Along the near side we go. And we'll get a face-off as the puck ended up out of play. Face-off at 6:32 left to go. Along the near side, here comes Jean. Jean flying up the ice. Leaves it out in front and just shy of McPherson on the pass. Yeah, goal there, put it right in front, let McPherson jab it in, but is just a little bit too close to the goaltender. And a shot by Mackenzie Belvin intercepted. Hillers on a breakaway, a 2-on-1. Sent over to McPherson, and that shot deflected into the glass. Jean with it. Digs it out of the corner, leaves it for Beeler out in front of the net. It's wrapped up. Valley able to land on it. Yeah, you look at Kelsey McPherson, 21 goals on the season. And after that, you got Lucy Jean with 5, tied with Savannah Rivera, who has 5. So McPherson has been the big scorer for this Hiller team, and she is impressive. Tremendous shot she has. Along the near side into Hiller territory now. Coito able to brush that one away. And now here come the Hillers once again looking for an attack. Barroso approaching to the net, takes the shot out in front, and it's covered up. And Barroso nearly had the goal there. You had KK waiting in front of the net, hoping to get the deflection, but LaValle was just able to land on it. Bridgewater trying to take it up the far side, but not so fast, says Barroso. She intercepts. Here they come. Arthur trying to close in. Into the slot. Puck deflects into the glass off the attempted shot by Beeler. Along the end boards now. Wristed across the ice. Looking to close in was Francione, but Arthur was in her way. Arthur now loses it. Francione pops it off the far side boards. Here goes Gone. And now McPherson racing up the ice towards the net. She'll take it around. And it's knocked out of her grasp. And now Kelly, Caitlin Kelly, battling with Savannah Rivera along the end boards. And top of the circle shot by McPherson. That was Gone, rather. McPherson battling it out along the near side. Jean looking to close in. Here comes Jean from the left side. Puts that one just wide of the net. 3:43 and counting left to go in this first period. Hiller's doing a nice job keeping it in Bridgewater territory. Jean approaching. Leaves it for McPherson. McPherson bringing it around. Backhands it to Jean. Jean trying to put it towards the net. She was contested by Tegan O'Connor. Jean gets it over to McPherson. McPherson driving in. Off the goalie it goes. She picks it up behind the net. Gets it over to Arthur. Arthur with a saucer. And it's turned away. And here comes McPherson once again, takes the shot, turned away. Off the leg pad of LaValle. Jean along the corner. Sends it over to Arthur. Arthur pops it back towards the corner. McPherson picks it up. McPherson to Arthur. Arthur puts it into traffic, loose puck, and it is going to be another Hiller score. Kelsey McPherson does it again, just relentless pressure by the Hillers. Callie Arthur on the assist. And Arthur had the initial shot, and then off the deflection, McPherson pops it in to make it a 2-0 Hiller lead. And that was a long shift by that line. They had relentless pressure. So they'll probably get a good portion of the rest of the quarter off. Along the near side. Yeah, McPherson on the bench for a breather. She had a long shift. Emma Russo working her way up. There's a shot into the end glass. Sent over to Barroso. Along the far side goes Spooner. Now sent up by Armando. And we'll get an offsides call. 1:45 left to go. A 2-0 Hopkinton DS lead. Great way to start off this game on this Monday evening. It's been relentless pressure the last few minutes by the Hillers. They've done a fantastic job keeping the puck in Bridgewater territory. But now Bridgewater hoping to make a move here. Along the near side, poked into Hiller territory by Whitman. Along the end boards, that's Slumnicki. Slumnicki puts it up the far side boards towards Kelly. Bridgewater looking to approach. Sent into the slot and turned out by Cholera. She's able to get it to the far side. Now with it, Beeler. Getting it away from her is Concannon. Up the far side now goes Russo. Along the boards, sending it down, Cholera. With it is Kelly. She'll send it across. Rivera able to give it a push. McPherson sends it back to Rivera, back towards McPherson. And Bridgewater put all kinds of defensive traffic in front of the net. Now towards Jean. Jean off a defender it goes. There's a wrister, and it's wrapped up by LaValle, and we'll get a face-off at 24 seconds left to go in the first period. McPherson with it. Looking to drive in, takes it around. A shot that goes off the side of the net. And a nice feed by Arthur as she was trying to get it to Rivera. Back to the neutral zone now, looking for a breakaway. And that is going to do it for the first period. A great period for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne. A pair of goals by Kelsey McPherson. She's up to 22 on the season. Unbelievable. And Hopkinton Dover Sherborne feeling good heading into the intermission after one period of play. It's Hopkinton DS 2, East Bridgewater Co-op nothing. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Girls Varsity Co-op Hockey on HCAM. Stick around for some of the latest Hiller highlights.
HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by Bill's Pizzeria Kitchen and Grill, located at 14 Main Street. Find them online at mybillspizza.com. This program is brought to you in part by tvlsports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at tvlsports.net. tvlsports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. On Monday, January 27th, Hopkinton Hiller boys hockey hosted Algonquin. It was a 2-2 game heading into the third period.
Was Lamontague. Algonquin pursuing once again. Another shot. Puck is loose and it's put in. Algonquin just burying the Hillers with pressure right now. 1:13 left to go. Over to win. Pedroli. Shot in! It's a score for the Hillers. Matt Pedroli. To the near side, sent to the slot, and that shot turned away. Pedroli along the left wing, gets it down, sent across by Wynn, and hoping for the one-timer there was DeCosta. And now sent out in front of the net. In the high slot, and it's tied up! Matt Pedroli again! 5 minutes on the clock, and we are ready for overtime. A couple of late penalties by Algonquin. A 5-minute major for a blatant trip on Meschizin, and an additional 2-minute penalty. Hillers had a 2-man advantage, took advantage of that with a Pedroli goal, and they still remain on the power play. So it's a 4-on-3 situation right now. And we will play on. And we're going to have a penalty shot. It's going to be Jack Resnick on a penalty shot. Approaching, takes it, and it's a save by Robbins. Costa gets it over to Wynn. From the top of the circle, out in front, puck is loose. Battle for it. There's a shot by Pajoli, and the Hillers win! Matt Pajoli rings it in! And the Hopkinton Hillers overcome a 2-goal deficit with just over a minute left. Come all the way back and win it with 1:55 left to go in overtime. Unbelievable.
Matt Pajoli scores both goals in the third period and the game winner in overtime to give the Hillers the come-from-behind 5-4 win. Hopkinton improves to 5-6-2. Algonquin falls to 5-5-2. On Tuesday, January 28th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Dover Sherborne. The Blue Raiders led the Hillers 51-49 heading into the fourth quarter.
3 attempts. Got it! Wow. Thomas Kearney with his first bucket of the second half.
Senior captain, that's big.
He has 16 points tonight.
Oh, that's a sweet move right there.
Nice move there, Marcinowski. Yes! James Marcinowski with another strong finish. Gets it over. 3 from the corner, and it's good. Julian Mariano.
Dover Sherborne outscores the Hillers in the fourth quarter 17-13 and take the 68-62 win. DS improves to 5-9. Hillers fall to 9-4. On Wednesday, January 29th, Hiller Wrestling battled Ashland in their annual Coaches vs. Cancer match. Here's a look. Ashland took the win 41-35 in a very close match. Also on Wednesday, January 29th, Hiller Swimming took on Ashland Holliston. Ashland Holliston took the win in a close meet. And to conclude the busy Wednesday night, Hiller girls hockey hosted Gloucester. Hillers led 2-1 heading into the third period.
Escaping with it, McPherson. There she comes. McPherson driving in, backhander, and count it. A beauty of a drive up the ice. And McPherson gets the job done. Another score for the Hillers at 11:52 left to go in the third period. Looking to work her way into Hiller Territories Award. Here comes the Fisherman. There's a shot and it's in. Top shelf on that one. Stole it away. Hillers have it. McPherson putting on the moves. Approaching. Backhander. And it is going to be another score for the Hillers.
After the Hillers fall behind, Kelsey McPherson strikes for a pair and leads the Hillers to the 4-2 win. On Thursday, January 30th, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes.
Time for number 117, Finney and Luton, 29.65. On the red course, number 817, Will Spinelli from Hopkinton. Time for number 530, Emily Paoloni, 41.33. On the blue course, number 918, Lily Dott from Algonquin.
Be sure to catch Hiller Alpine Ski, airing on HCAM Thursday evenings at 6:30 p.m.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance.
Welcome back into the New England Sports Center. We're just about ready for the second period, and there's the standings, not fully updated, but that was the standings heading into Saturday. Hopkinton DS now 7-6-1 as we are ready. Second period. A 2-0 Hopkinton Dover Sherborne lead as we start off this second period. Both goals scored by Kelsey McPherson. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne will work right to left across your screen for the second period as we are underway. Well, the Hillers, they certainly had a big advantage in possession time. We'll see if East Bridgewater is able to get some more possession as McPherson driving in, and guess what? She has another hat trick. A wide open break up the ice, slips by the defender, and backhands it in. And just like that, 16 seconds into the second period, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne now leads it 3-0. It's McPherson's 23rd goal of the season. And here she comes again, breaking up the ice. Takes it around, sends it out. Over to the blue line, wristed to the corner by Arthur. Sent back down by Rivera. Along the far side, Arthur. Some back and forth in a neutral zone as Rivera approaching. Rivera sends it back to Jean. And taken away by Jean for the moment, but now sent back towards the slot by Gahn. Into the left circle, Jean puts that one towards the end glass. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne trying to continue to control the possession. Beeler puts that one wide of the net. Along the near side now, both teams trying to dig it out. With it is Armando. Along the far side, takes a hit there. Got tied up with Barroso. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty. Yeah, it looks like they're going to get Barroso for 2 minutes for interference. So Bridgewater going on the power play. So 2-minute power play for Bridgewater. Big opportunity for them to get maybe a little momentum. Caitlin Kelly coming up with it. Battling with McPherson. Puck squirts out. Tracked down on the far side. Jean closing in with company, and it was contested there. Jean takes it. Jean coming down with it, puts it towards the end boards. Sent up, over to the far side. A nice move there to get towards the end boards, but Jean waiting in the slot for it. Puck now out in front of the net and brushed away by Lumnicki. Here comes McPherson on a breakaway. McPherson gets around the defender. Into the left circle, takes a shot, turned away. Another great breakaway there by McPherson. She just has unbelievable speed coming up the ice. Sent across. Bridgewater looking to put some pressure on. Into the slot, that shot turned away. That was off the stick of Mackenzie Whitman. And now along the far side. Sent up, near side, Spooner. Leaves it in the slot, puck deflected and gloved by Coito. 12 seconds left on the power play. 11:38 left to go in the second period. Off the face-off, puck deflected into the corner. Gone sends it up. Trying to take it away. Rivera contesting Armando. Oh, it was a good job by Rivera staying on top of Armando, not letting her get the puck towards the danger zone. But now, backhander turned away. Top of the circle, a shot. Puck deflects into the corner. Power play has expired. We are at even strength. And that one's going to be covered up by LaValle. We'll get a face-off at 11:02 left to go in the second period. Dylan Norrid in the face-off for the Hillers. Gets by Gone. Arthur trying to track it down. Sent it over the far side before she took a hit from Whitman. Along the corner now, Arthur sends it up. Set back down now towards the near side corner. Gone. Battling it out amongst others, trying to unlatch the puck from the corner, and now back to the neutral zone we go. Caitlin Kelly sends it up. Popped off the boards, a nice self-pass to Concannon. Driving in, there's a shot, turned away as Concannon left it for Carabin. And now along the near side, puck moved up by Norrid. Looking to close in is Kelly. Kelly flings it towards the end boards. Sent up by Gone. Off the boards goes Norrid. Norrid with it. The wrister there deflected into the corner. Along the near side. Coming out with it is Hennigan. And we'll have an offsides call. 9:32 left to go in the second period. And we'll get a face-off. Off the face-off over to Lumnicki. McPherson trying to come away with it. She's able to slip it out. Jean now with it. Jean putting on the moves. Will wrap it around. McPherson picks it up along the end boards. McPherson being contested along the near side. And coming out with it, backhander, and it's going to end up in. It was deflected in off the rebound. And I'm not sure who got the last touch on that one. taking a look at the stream here, as there's a little bit of delay, so it lets us look back. But McPherson shoots, and then it looks like the puck was unlatched. It looks like that goal is going to go to Matty Barroso. So Barroso with just a little more than 8:50 left, and the Hillers already putting on some more pressure. That shot by McPherson. So the freshman forward, Matty Barroso, in the scorebooks. Yeah, the puck, LaValle had the glove on it, but not fully, and Barroso was able to just slip it out and pop it in. And it deflected in. And a shot attempt by Lumnicki. Bridgewater looking for a breakaway. Quickly up the ice, Cholera. Sent out. Here comes Kelly. Leaves it behind, looking to close in. Kelly, along the left circle, sends it to the corner. Along the near side now. Sent out by Kelly. Barroso with it. Looking to close in. Well, the relentless pressure by the Hillers has continued into this second period. Halfway through now. This second frame, 4-0 Hiller lead. Along the end boards. Barroso working up the ice. She got tripped there. Doesn't look like there's going to be a call, however. I guess the ref's thinking that she kind of ran into the defender. Hennigan battling it out. Back along the near side now into Hiller territory. Lumnicki with it. Here comes Jocelyn Lumnicki. Sent to the boards. And Lumnicki sending it to the slot. No one there. We'll get an icing call at 6:29 left to go in the second period. It looks like we're going to get a goaltender change as well for Bridgewater. Coming into the game, Olivia Carabin, 7th grade goaltender for the Bridgewater Co-op. Off the face-off. And that breakaway stalled by Arthur as she sends it back up into Bridgewater territory. Along the near side. Sent back by Brennan. Moving it up the boards, Beeler. Back and forth we go. Puck deflects into Bridgewater territory. Under 6 minutes left to go in the second period. And stick around at the intermission for the second set of Hiller highlights last week. It was a long highlight package with a lot of tremendous games, so we had to split it up as McPherson and G driving in. And that shot is stopped. Jean back to McPherson. McPherson takes it around into the circle, takes a shot, and right in she goes. McPherson with her 4th goal of the evening makes it a 5-0 game at 5:28 left to go. Off the face-off. Along the far side, down along the end boards. McPherson boxing out. Battle for it. McPherson brings it out. Sends it up. Arthur with a wrister. Puts that one wide. Jean looking to close in. Sent back to the corner. McPherson now. And getting that one away from McPherson is Caitlin Kelly. Sent to the neutral zone. Up the boards goes Arthur. Hiller's in the midst of a change. That one gonna get by Callie Arthur. Arthur with it, sends it near side. Battle for it now. Trying to come away with it, Catherine Kelly, sent to the near side. Battle for it, and Kelly getting tangled up. We're gonna get a whistle here. Kelly and Russo are getting a little rough. They got tangled up. Let's see if we get a penalty. It doesn't look like we will. Official's gonna let them play a bit out there. This face-off comes at 4:05 left to go in the period. As that one scooped up, a one-timer by Riley Cholera, and it's scooped up by Carabin. Sent around to the far side. Lumnicki moves it up into Bridgewater territory. Cholera towards the net. Carabin covers it up. Quickly approaching there was Beeler. Off the face-off. Jean coming around with it. Sent across. Nice feed over to Whitman. Whitman takes the shot, and the glove saved by Coito. That was a pretty good breakaway up the ice by Bridgewater. Evelyn Concannon got it started off, sent it over to Whitman for the shot. Hiller's changed things up on the ice, getting that third line back in there. There's a shot brushed away by Coito. That was off the stick of Caitlin Kelly. Digging it out of the corner, Callie Arthur. Moves it up into the neutral zone. Back to Bridgewater territory it goes. Sent up by Belvin. Gone. Gets it over to the far side. With it, Norrid. And poked into Hiller territory. Arthur trying to track it down. Along the near side, Norrid. Looking to close in, contested along the boards. Wrister, a little high there. Gone along the far side, gets it over towards the corner. Battle along the end boards, puck squirts out. Gone, top of the circle, puts it back into traffic. And coming up the ice there and contested is Carabin. With it now, Arthur. Callie Arthur looking to close in. Top of the circle, looking to put it towards the net. That was stalled by Kelly. And Norrid able to get a touch on it, and it's covered up by Carabin. This faceoff comes out 1:34 left to go in the second period. off the face-off. Breakaway opportunity here, Carabin. And some good speed there by the Hillers defense. Quickly able to get back was Jean. McPherson now sends it over to Lumnicki. Lumnicki up to Jean. Jean racing up the near side. Along the corner. Sends it out into traffic, and it's covered up. Savannah Rivera nearly able to deflect it in. We get a face-off at 59 seconds left to go in the second period. Over to Cholera, and that one turned away. Back to Cholera from Jean. There's a shot, it's wide. Jammed up along the near side. Rivera sends it out. Top of the circle, put towards the net, turned away. Nice shot by Lumnicki. There's another shot and a glove save. Riley Cholera slipping in that last shot. We get a face-off now at 26 seconds. Relentless pressure continues by the Hillers. Puck squirts out in the high slot, sent up by Brennan. And now here comes Bridgewater. We get an icing call, 13.3 seconds left to go. And on the face-off for the Hillers, Matty Barroso. Towards the slot. Coming up the near side now. Sent over, and that'll do it. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne adds another 3 goals in the second period. They lead it 5-0. A nice start to the week for this Hopkinton Dover Sherborne team. Third period coming up next on HCAM. Stick around for some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller highlights.
HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
Thursday, January 30th, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes.
Time for number 117, Finney and Luton, 29.65. On the red course, number 817, Wills Finale from Hopkinton. Time for number 530, Emily Paoloni, 41.33. On the blue course, number 918, Lily Dott from Algonquin.
Be sure to catch Hiller Alpine Ski, airing on HCAM Thursday evenings at 6:30 p.m. On Friday, January 31st, Hiller Boys Basketball hosted Norwood.
Willardson gets it over. King, and the pass out now to Dedejian, and he knocks down the 3. The feed from Canales and Dedejian. with the third Hiller three of the game. A 9-3 Hiller lead. Larkey gets it over. It's knocked away. Willitson, quick break. Off the window and in.
Hopkinton led Norwood 17-9 after the first quarter.
And a 10-point lead for the Hillers. 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Dearborn feeds it over to Dever. Launches a three. No good. Air ball, but the putback counted. In the right spot at the right time is Connell. Dadasian gets it over to Willitson. Willitson back out to Dadasian. Up top, King. Over to Dadasian, out to Patrice. Launches the three. Count it!
Both teams net 13 points apiece in the second quarter, and it's 30-22, Hillers leading at the half.
Feeding it up the near side, August. And a nice feed to Patrice, who has the finish. 7 points for Petit Frere. An 11-point lead for the Hillers. Along the wing, 3 attempts. No good there from Connell. Hillers have the rebound quickly into the offensive zone. Off the window goes Simulus.
Both teams go back and forth in the third quarter once again and score 10 points each. It was 40-32, Hillers leading heading into the fourth quarter.
The kick out, 3 ball. Yes! It's Simulus! What a clutch 3 that was. 8 seconds left. Driving in Dearborn for the tie. Shot waved off. Norwood timeout. Senior trying to tie the game for the Mustangs. And he does. 2.7 seconds left. Hiller's going to have to take a buzzer beater. The pass, the shot, and it's done! Oh, wow! Miss Simulus! Miss Simulus buries it! And the Hillers are going to win! 54-51!
After an ice-cold start to the quarter, the Hillers do just enough to give Mitch Simulus the opportunity to air the game-winning 3, and he comes through in the clutch as the Hillers take the game 54-51. Hopkinton officially clinches a state tournament spot, improving to 10-4, while Norwood falls to 12-4. On Saturday, February 1st, Hiller girls hockey closed out the busy week hosting Ashland. It was a 1-0 Ashland lead heading into the third period.
Left to right across your screen. McPherson coming up the far side. Around the defender, takes a shot. Off the deflection. It's put in. Savannah Rivera. Lakota into the circle. Leaves it out in front. And it's popped in. Well, a perfect setup by Ashland, and Ainsley Callahan has her second goal of the day. Take it out, 13 seconds. Puck squirts out in front of the net, into the right circle, and it's put in! Wow, Savannah Rivera! The puck was upright, just kind of floating towards the right circle. Rivera saw it, rushes over to it, and ties up the game with 8 seconds left. Unreal.
In the period, Ashland nets a pair while the Hillers net a goal, and it's 2-2, meaning this game is going to a 4-on-4 sudden death 5-minute overtime.
Can the Hillers get a buzzer beater? We shall find out. McPherson coming out with it. Sends it over. Back up to McPherson. McPherson gets it out. Sent across by Barroso. Jean with it now. Jean looking to approach. 5 seconds left. Takes a shot. Oh, wow! Lucy Jean rings it in, and the Hillers win. 3 seconds left.
Lucy Jean nets the game winner with 2.7 seconds left in overtime, and the Hillers take the come-from-behind win 3-2. Hopkinton moves to above 500 for the first time this season, improving to 7-6-1. Ashland falls to 2-9-3. It was an absolutely epic week of Hiller sports, lots of amazing comebacks, and a last-second game-clinching wins. This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. The Dentist at Hopkinton provides services including comprehensive dental care, same-day crowns, facial aesthetics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, and implant dentistry. The Dentist at Hopkinton is located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com.
All right, folks, welcome back into the New England Sports Center. We are just about ready to get things going in this third period. A 5-0 Hopkinton Dover Sherborne lead. And the refs just got out here, putting the nets back in place. And this Hiller team, they certainly got things rolling in this game so far. And a little bit of correction. The fourth goal for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne actually went to Savannah Rivera. So Savannah Rivera got her 6th goal of the season on that fourth goal. It was not Maddie Barroso, it was Rivera who was able to put it in for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne. Along the near side, in Hiller territory, Hopkinton working right to left across your screen for this period. That shot deflected by Jean. Arthur sends it back up. Now a battle for it. Jean comes away with it. Jean sends it over and just misses McPherson. McPherson was just waiting there to stuff it in. Good start to the period for the Hillers. McPherson gonna dig it out, comes out with it. Approaching, and it's covered up by Carabin. Good stop there. We're gonna face off at 13:49 left to go in the third period. Sent up towards the blue line. Bridgewater looking for a breakaway. Some good back and forth here. Sent back to the blue line and trying to intercept is Barroso. And now it did Norrid looking to send it up. Taking it for Bridgewater, Kelly. Caitlin Kelly approaching. Along the far side. Trying to dig it out is Cholera. Getting in front of that shot, Barroso. Puck tied up along the boards. Barroso gets it over. Racing up the ice now. Try to dig it out, Rivera. Here comes Bridgewater. In front of that, And trying to move it in front of the net, but getting the stick down is Barroso. To the end boards now. Flung up the boards by Cholera. Now racing up, Norrid. Sends it around. Jammed up along the end boards. Sent to the near side. Battle for it. And a pass by Kelly over to Beeler. Sent away. Killers have done a nice job keeping it in Bridgewater territory. There's a wrister punched away by the keeper. Callie Arthur on the shot. Here comes Bridgewater. Looking to approach, that's Spooner. Along the near side, moving it up, Hennigan. Hennigan to the corner. And everyone tied up there. Popped off the boards over to Callie Arthur, who takes a shot, puts it wide. Along the near side. Jean gets in there. Jean approaching. Moves around one defender, shot, and it is wrapped up. Good save by the 7th grader, Olivia Carabin. Clock is stopped at 10:27 left to go in the 3rd period. Jean sends it out. There, that shot off a defender. Moved to the corner by Lumnicki. Along the far side. Sent back down. Coming around with it, Kelly. Kelly moving it up the ice. Backhands it up the boards. Arthur sends it around. And looking for a breakaway here. Jean and McPherson approaching. Jean trying to dig it out. Move towards the slot. Lumnicki sends it up. That pass stalled by Barroso. And now here's Rivera. Rivera cutting in front of the net and just misses on the backhander. She had a nice look, but just couldn't get that backhander off. Arthur moves into the corner. There's a shot by Norrid, turned away. Under 9 minutes left to play. Moved up the boards. Some good back and forth here. Back to the point and sending it over is Lumnicki. Trying to dig it out is Barroso. Along the back of the net and puck deflects. Norrid now battling for it. Well, once again, so far, it's been another dominant period possession-wise for Hopkinton DS. Sent up by Cholera. With it now, Barroso. Barroso looking to close in. And she got tripped up. Here comes Bridgewater. Top of the circle. Sent out towards the slot. And that shot just wide. Arthur moves it up the boards. Puck deflects around. And now in the slot, trying to send it away was Kelly. And there's a shot turned away. Coito getting the leg pad on it, and now she'll land on that one. As getting it in the danger zone was Carabin trying to slip it through. We get a face-off at 7:18 left to go. Beeler pops it off the boards into Bridgewater territory, takes the shot, it's wide. Sent out by Hennigan. Arthur slices it along the glass. And a shot there, and it's covered up. That shot by Beeler. You're set for another face-off, 6:49 left to go. Kelly moves it up. Puck deflects into the neutral zone. Arthur's there to stop it. Along the end boards now. Looking to approach. And that pass just misses Russo. Russo catches up with it along the far side. Coming around with it in front of the net and diverted. There's a shot from the top of the circle. Sent over now to Beeler. Beeler moves it over. Arthur looking to drive up the ice. Sends it wide of the net as the Hillers make a change. Just under 6 minutes left to go. A shot there. Turned away by Coito off the stick of Kelly. Taking it in front of the net, Lumnicki. Slices it towards the neutral zone. Jean now trying to pull it away from Bridgewater. Sends it to McPherson. McPherson into the left circle, putting on the moves. And she's diverted. Now along the corner. Comes out with it in front of the net, backhander. And it's scooped up by Carabin. We'll get a face-off at 5:17 left to go in the third period. McPherson driving in. Leaves it for Jean. Jean bringing it around. Backhander out in front and wrapped up. Exactly 5 minutes left to go now in the third period. Well, Hopkinton over Sherbourne, pair of goals in the first period, 3 in the second. Norrid puts that just wide of the net. We've seen a lot of the secondary lines in this period for Hopkinton DS, and they've done a nice job possession-wise. Been able to pretty much keep it in Bridgewater territory. Battle for it along the end boards. Puck squirts out, handled by Barroso. And she's diverted. Arthur gonna move it up. Sent out by Rivera. Shot from the high slot, just wide by Cholera. Here comes Barroso, leaves it to the top of the circle, punched away. There's another shot off the deflection, turned away. And Bridgewater able to escape there unscathed. Racing up the ice, Whitman. Over to the far side now. Lumnicki trying to come away with it. That shot deflected. Just under 4 minutes left. And all kinds of pandemonium along the near side. Is some good back and forth there. Cholera gets it over. Here's KK. Oh, she got tripped up. No call. Popped over to the near side by Cholera. Racing up the ice. Hennigan takes it away. Gets it over. That backhander turned away. Now up the ice goes Russo. Just under 3 minutes left. Sent to the right circle. Lumnicki moves it up the boards. Well, Hiller's doing a great job at pursuing the puck, making everything difficult for Bridgewater. Making it very difficult to find any open space or give them any clean breakaway attempts. We got a 2-on-1 here, though. And sent to the near side by Thompson. Back along the far side boards now. McPherson trying to pull it through. Into Hiller territory. Arthur gets it up to Jean. Or not, that's McPherson rather. Along the end boards. Sent back to the far side. Now along the circle, McPherson. Oh, trying to move it out to Jean along the slot. Gone. Slipping through into the circle, takes the shot. It's wrapped up. Good save by Carabin. Well, I'll tell you, Olivia Carabin's been pretty solid in net for Bridgewater since coming in. She came in mid-second period, has done a nice job between the pipes. Set for the face-off. Top of the circle, sent down into the slot, shot by Jean, turned away. Hiller is looking for some icing on the cake. Just trying to slip through Whitman. There goes Whitman as we hit a minute left. Off the glove of Coito. Taken by Jean. Jean racing up the ice. Looking to close in around the defender out in front. And it's turned away. Looks like Jean lost the puck just as she hit the net. Kelly with it. Kelly puts that one towards the net. It's deflected off of Jean into the corner. Under 30 seconds left now. Jean pops it off the boards. Slips through towards Bridgewater territory. Over to the near side. 12 seconds left. And a nice interception there by Jean. Jean sends it over. Sent back down, and that is going to do it. Hopkinton Dover Sherborne comes away with the 5-0 win. 4 goals by your player of the game, Kelsey McPherson. Savannah Rivera also gets her 6th goal of the season. Kelsey McPherson now up to 23 goals overall. Just remarkable. A great win for Hopkinton Dover Sherborne. They improved to 8-6-1. East Bridgewater falls to 2-14-1. And this Hopkinton Dover Sherborne team riding high. They're on a 3-game winning streak. And they got a nice victory here today. Well, that is just about going to do it for our coverage here tonight. For John Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time: Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Co-op over East Bridgewater Co-op, 5-0. This has been Hopkinton DS Girls Varsity Hockey on HCAM. We thank you for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And we will talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.